the nemesis battle can happen. We got the volley bear on the side of Puddi, and we got the Ornn on the side of APHRO. Those are two of the craziest, good combinations. They came out at the same time and both absolutely dominated the Rift. It's great picks to have, and I think we got the Kha'Zix jungle on the side of APHRO too. So, okay. We're definitely seeing something new. We got that Fiora slipping through the cracks as well. I like these bans. They're more of situational bans, specifically tailored for the team that they're going up against. But it leaves the big dogs. It leaves Volibear. It leaves Kai'Sa. It leaves Kha'Zix and Ornn all up for grabs. It leaves Galio up for grabs. It leaves a lot of good characters up for grabs. And let's see who capitalizes on that better, basically.
Yep. I have to say that, I mean, compared to the mild rift, we haven't actually had the Shakira Blam Galio, so I'm a bit disappointed in that. That's probably one of my only not reality living up to my expectations in this tournament is that Galio coming through and me getting to say the Shakira Galio thing, which I'm going to keep. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to manifest. Me and Rafa did a lot of manifesting in our time together, and we got what we wanted. We got what we wanted, so I'm going to manifest that Galio pick at some point. But interestingly enough, we do see that APHRO actually banned out the Leona. As we know, Mr. Jin has that Leona jungle pick, but I don't feel like it would have come out now, especially with the Volibear in the jungle there. So I feel like that's a little bit of a wasted ban, even though Leona is popping off right now, especially in the latest patch. I feel like she's overshadowed, and the Braum ban with the Swain and the Alistair, as we know that the NA players definitely love that Alistair support.
We're definitely seeing that support CC tanks being tailor-picked for these bans to make sure starting as Kai'Sa can't get the best, suit tailored for her. She could still get, there's still a Blitzcrank, there's still a Thresh, they're still available, but they pick the best ones that they can think of, and Leona and Braum are both very, very good at blocking damage being given to that Kai'Sa and CCing and taking what they can. So honestly, I agree with it necessarily. They don't want that Leona jungle. They don't care about the Leona jungle. They care about the Leona support. And now we see a Jhin pick also on the side of Puddi. So we got the Kai'Sa and the Jhin, and there it is. I manifested something finally. Heck yeah. Thresh with the Kai'Sa. We got the big boy tank with the Kai'Sa, with the CC, with the Lantern to bring her right back into the middle of a fight. So it'll be fun to see. That Jhin, I'm guessing, is going mid, actually. Or maybe Kai'Sa
so
mid?
No, Kai'Sa will go mid AP. We see starting on the Kai'Sa quite a bit. His normal picks are either the Corki, the Kai'Sa, or we've seen him on Swain as well, especially with the Varus already taken, which is normally down in the bot lane anyway, and Ezreal being taken on the side of APHRO. So we're going to be seeing Kai'Sa going against the Ezreal in the mid lane, Jhin and the Thresh going against the Varus, Miss the Kha'Zix, KDA Kha'Zix himself going against a Volibear in the jungle, and then Ornn up in the top lane with Fiora. So very exciting times to see if we get a Nemesis dual proc. I don't think we will. We haven't seen it yet. We can hope. We can manifest. We've already manifested one thing for Weewoo, and we just want that Galio for myself. But I mean, just look at those difference in those team comps. There's no sort of like trying to have fun with it. Even in the first match, we've got Puddi living up to their undefeated name. They want to basically win this undefeated and take out APHRO Z, but we'll see what APHRO can do to turn it around. Because I mean, it is a great team comp. We've got the likes of the Chains of Corruption. We've got Gragas with the barrel that can split the team fights. We have Kha'Zix that can try and pick off the Kai'Sa as well as the Jhin, and also try and work around the Fiora. And then you've got Ornn with that massive engage from the ultimate. It's all going to be very interesting. And already we're seeing a complete change of these ruins. We're actually getting some first strikes in the match. We didn't see a single first strike in the last best of 3. So on the Ezreal and the Varus.
That's interesting to see. Yeah, first strike I think is an absolutely broken rune. I will fight that till the end of my time. It is so much gold, and it is also very annoying. The noise is probably gonna haunt me in my nightmares after today. But yeah, it's something that you go up against and you don't want to hear, see, think about, or dodged up dip weed and dive through. You don't want to go through any of that first strike. It's going to be a problem for them. And Puddi not having any first strikes of their own too. So
nope.
Let's see how that turns out, you know. And we were talking about the team comps, you know, they're different, but they're very similar at the same time. 2 ADCs, 2 frontliners, and 1 person to basically do a bunch of damage in the front as well, you know. The only difference I would say is Kha'Zix versus Volibear. As a jungler, Kha'Zix is a late game person, Volibear's early game. So we'll see what that is, but they both gank early.
Yeah, I feel like Jin's position in this whole thing is he's going to be so far behind, and just in these team fights, he's going to hit that ult and just hope that the Kha'Zix is too far away from him to even try and get to him. Because, I mean, if he's anywhere near the team fights, he's got the Gragas that can belly flop and stop him. You've got the Chains of Corruption as well. And you've also got the Ornn being able to just spam that ult and try and knock him up out of his ultimate as well. So I feel like Jin's going to have a big role in positioning himself within these team fights to try and get as much off with his ult. But yeah, I mean, this is a completely different tempo from the last match. There is no aggression, no overbearing in that bot lane of one being better than the other. It's generally just very much tit for tat right now.
Yep. And they're going to be focusing that bot lane. We're seeing a lot of damage being done to that Gragas in the bottom right. We see his health go to half, and then we see it just jump right back up to 3/4 health due to his passive. He's going to be tanking a lot of damage, even though he's not going to be necessarily a tank. His ability to sustain and just take whatever poke is being done to him like a sham wild blanket. And I spoke too soon, because that's not just poke, that's an all-in, and they get him quick with that gank. He's gone. First blood goes to Team Puddi. And look, Kha'Zix going with the gank of his own, however, on Fiora, but Fiora, she's following the 5 Ds of juking mottos, and she gets out unscathed. And look at this damage being done to this turret. 3 turret plates already gone. They're on the last one in 2 minutes. Wow. That's a 2,000
this is the only issue.
gold difference.
The only issue when you got a Volibear in the mix is that he has a great dive potential. He's level 5 now as well, so it's only going to be snowballing from here. No pun intended, with him being an icy bear. But he is the king of turret dives. Oh, we do see that the dual lane turret is already gone.
Into the flash.
Literally 3 minutes, and that was a fantastic kill.
Oh my god!
In the mid lane.
The mid lane goes down. The first turret goes down in 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Team Puddi. Absolutely insane in the membrane. They get that turret. Kha'Zix, he can't do anything. He can't help. He needs to farm. He is worth 2 peas and maybe like a quarter of a toothpaste bottle already used. He's not worth anything in this early game right now. He can't do too much. Nothing he can do. That turret's gone. And I mean, what do you do? What do you do when your turret's gone in 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Do you even care about the Rift Herald?
What do you do when you live in a shoe and you ain't got no soul? And that's Kha'Zix right now. Because the enemy jungle can literally just roam free in his jungle. But we may get something cooking up here in the Baron lane. Oh, that Gragas barrel was just a little bit too far ahead. Levant could have got in there and pushed into the turret, but it was a no-go for Gragas. It was a little bit overextended with that barrel. But yeah, that dual lane turret already down pre 3 minutes is a massive for Puddi. They can literally roam wherever they want to on that bot side of the map, and the only way that APHRO can actually counter that is by having some heavy vision within that side of the map as well.
And it's looking
it's not an easy matchup for this Ezreal.
No, it's not. And this Ezreal is, they're actually, Team Puddi is switching up exactly how they played. They've got the Fiora bot lane because, what's his name? Varus is by himself, and now they switched the bot to the top. Look at them. Now they're doing so much damage to this Ornn. He's not going to be able to do anything. Oh, they're going to turn it around. He misses the ult, but Kha'Zix comes in with the flash, a quick kill, and now it's Thresh all by himself. Just kidding. His gang's got him in the back, and Kha'Zix, sorry, excuse me. Kai'Sa killing the Kha'Zix, turning it right back around on them. She has a lot of gold. 4,300 gold in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. They are pushing, they are weaving through, and Kai'Sa is already a monster. She is not supposed to be a problem this early. She is supposed to be scared for her life, but instead she's fighting. But maybe I spoke too soon. The ult by Varus, he's gonna go down. Gragas gets the kill though. I don't know if that's too good, but there's no shutdown gold. She only had 2 kills. It's not too big of a problem. Oh, but they catch the Ezreal in his own jungle, in his own dojo.
Down in the dojo. I mean, I was going to say that Kaiser's Icathian raid was raining on APHRO's parade there, but we saw the chains of corruption corrupt her good time as well, getting caught out in that mid lane between mid and river there. But first, Dragon is that Infernal Dragon, and it's very important going to Puddi, but we do see that it's a 50-50 split in the jungle. We see that they do manage to get good old Shelly by APHRO and secure that Baron lane turret as well. So they do actually have some skin in the turret game right now, which is probably a good thing for them. They need these little victories to try and keep their heads in the game, because you don't want it to happen what was going on with Mo Levers and Superiority, where you were just so lost in your headspace in that first game. It was pretty much over at 6 minutes. Right now, I can honestly say that APHRO still have a foot in this match.
Oh, 100%. They are 3,000 gold down, but however, they have a Kha'Zix and an Ezreal. Anything is possible when you have those 2 champions. The outplay potential that they both have is bananas. Like, they have the chance to come back and do a lot of damage. Kai'Sa, 1Q, taking down a quarter of that Ezreal's health. He is going to be building Mana Immune like we always see in every Ezreal, because it is a very strong item. It gives them sustain. It gives them strength. It's a lot, but he has to wait for it to come online. And being 0-2, we know it's not online yet. This Kai'Sa's looking for something. Thresh looking for something. They know she's in there. They don't even have a ward in there. They're just doing a lot of poke.
It was a good blind shot.
Yeah,
it was a very good
nice
blind shot.
Yeah. I'd have him on my team sniping.
In the dark. Ezreal was just like, yeah, she's in that bush, but I'm just going to spam my Q and hope for the best, and it actually landed and got first strike as well, so that's a little Brucey bonus there for Ezreal. But Ezreal actually taking a lot of damage from the Thresh there also in the top lane.
Escaping with his life, but Kai'Sa was not there. If she was, it would have been over. Kai'Sa's back. Ooh, nice little block by the Fiora, but it's not going to be enough. It's too much. Ornn can just tank enough, and Kha'Zix can deal too much, and Fiora does go down. Now, however, look at Kai'Sa. They're just pushing this top lane. She bought second item. She's got the second evolution, and there it is. There is the kill on the Ezreal. He bit too much more than he can chew, and he goes down. Feeds the Kai'Sa just a little more. Another good W by starting. 2 item Kai'Sa, 2 evolutions. It's 8 minutes in. She is strong. You do not go all in on her. They forced the flash off of her, though, with the little Ornn combo. So that's good to see. If a team fight does happen to pop up soon, which it probably won't. There's no dragon coming up anytime. It's only been 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's only been 8 minutes.
I always find it really interesting in NA that, like, Kai'Sa is such a massive pick and can do such massive potentials. I mean, one of the weeks that I was casting the tournament, the Kai'Sa wasn't really popping off, and then it slowly started to activate within the late stages of the best of 3. But now, when we get to the later stages, it's pretty much a do or die. It's either get the Kai'Sa and win, or get the the Kai'Sa gets taken off the table and you lose that match. Because yet we are to see a game today with Kai'Sa on the team and they lose. But I mean, like I said, it's still 3k gold difference. There's not a lot, but there's a big team fight possibly popping up here. Wizzle is in deep. There's that Jhin ult that I was on about, that positioning in the back of the line, taking a double kill on the Ezreal and the Gragas. Oh, triple kill as well. Okay.
Yeah, Jhin. I mean, just like you said, you manifested that one. He was in the back where no one could touch him, and he ults, and he got a double kill with his ult. Jhin doing a lot of damage himself. He's got another kill by this Jhin. 7-1. 2,000 gold difference onto this Varus, who's not doing bad. It's just not enough damage on his team, enough CC to finish off like this Jhin can. Doing absolutely insane. You got the AD insane damage by a Jhin, and then you got the AP insane damage on the Kai'Sa, and you go, what do I build? how do I counter it? How do I stop the damage coming through from both of these people? And you can't. You can't, because that is such a good little combo to have. Both are fed. There's nothing you can build to counter both of them. Maybe Frozen Heart, but it doesn't matter. Another kill to Jin. A kill by Fiora. Ult by Ornn. He lands some people, but Varus is stuck in the middle of nowhere, no man's land, and he goes down. Ornn fighting for his life. He's in the back line fearing for his life, but he should be in the front defending, but there's nothing to defend. He's gonna go down under his own tier 2 turret, and they're gonna take the turret in the same time, take the dragon, and keep pushing. Maybe get this inhib. Not an ace, but they get 4 people, and Gragas is coming back. He gets a little ult, but they still take inhib, and there's nothing to be done.
Yeah, I mean, if you could see live cam right now, I'm basically a solar-powered like ornament just shaking my head. Ever since that 9 minutes, it's literally just been onslaught for Puddi. They're 15-3. They've now made it a massive 11k, if not now 10k. Thanks very much for that, Puddi. 10k goal difference from the teams here, which is just huge, especially. I mean, it doesn't help with the fact that this Jin, with his big Dirk energy, going for that Yumi's blade first. He has the Dirk in there. He has the Collector. It is the easiest kit to just close these kills, and it's showing that it's proven right. Is 912. He is 10k gold compared to 7.8. And he's just got the positioning completely correct, especially when he's got these big bruisers like the Volibear in there. They can't get to him. They just cannot get to him. This Kha'Zix is too low.
Yeah, this Kha'Zix, I tried fighting Kai'Sa 2v1. He had backup, and the Kai'Sa still had half health by the end of it. They bought Bug Spray. There's nothing that can be done from this Kha'Zix. He is too low. He doesn't have enough gold. He's not worth anything. He's a mosquito to them. He's not the big scary bug that you see in the woods gonna sting you and can kill you. No, he's the mosquito in the house that annoys you and you squish him with your fingers. That's basically all he is right now. There's nothing that can be done. Puddi's
definitely got that lemongrass scent just all around their team. It's just complete repellent from this Kha'Zix. It's like, lemongrass. I'm not going and jumping on that Jin. He's a 9-1. He's his fed boy. He's happy to just stand there and just me down. Ult me daddy. That second tier turret in the Baron lane is the next victim for Puddi, it seems. Kai'Sa just split pushing here. You got the Volibear, the Thresh, the Jin looking for a way in. Fiora just absolutely dominating down in the bot lane, missing out that knockup from the Ornn. Oh, it's just, I don't know. Puddi have just ran away with this first match, it seems. The draft had me hopeful for APHRO, and the early game, only 3k goal difference. But now we've got no inhibitors. That Jin popping off an ult once again. It's just, I think it's GG go next. That Nexus is going.
Gragas is tanking what he can, but then he gets stunned to his death. Nexus is going down. And that is it for game 1 of our finals. Puddi takes a commanding victory. They showed up, picked Kai'Sa, and won. And that's just what we've been seeing all day today. You show up, you put your big boy pants on, you pick Kai'Sa, and you win the game. Not a single game Kai'Sa has lost today. She is a menace and a powerhouse. And Jin, I can't sleep on him as well. He did absolutely amazing. And the Thresh with the CC. Doing too much damage, but don't listen to me. Let's listen to someone else.
I was hoping for an epic segue there, but I was just like,
no.
Yes, take it away.
I'm not Blaziken.
Like, listen to somebody else.
I'm not Blaziken. Let's just listen to someone better than me. That's all.
Yeah, Blaziken and I were talking a little during that game. I mean, we started to talk about the early game, and as we're describing what maybe we should talk about, the first turret goes down at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So I mean, like that it blasts this game out of the water. I think they got a little bit too aggressive, but I mean, it just goes to show how powerful this team is, that they can, you know, make a play like this. And it all starts with an interesting path from Mali.